Central Texas brides, I'm Britt Frank, host of CTX Engaged. Today we're at Georgios Bridal in Waco, Texas. Let's go ahead and take a look around. Okay, so I'm here with owner Belva Shepard. She owns Georgios Bridal, and this is her daughter Callie. She is the manager. Thank you guys so much for talking with me today.
Yeah, thank you for coming and visiting us.
Oh my gosh, your shop is absolutely breathtaking.
Thank you.
So congratulations on that. How long have you guys been servicing brides here in Central Texas?
Well, I opened the store in 2003, so it's been almost 20 years next year, so we're really excited. Hopefully we have a big celebration for that.
That is a huge milestone.
Yes, it is.
So I'm trying to picture what this place, obviously it is over the top beautiful right now. What was it like 20 years ago when you opened?
Oh my gosh, well, we weren't in this building. We were down the street, and it was definitely a lot different. Lots of, different colors, and lots of carpets, and lots of just totally different from what it is now. So
yes, yeah. Okay. I mean, I can only imagine.
Yes.
What would you say is your busiest, I guess, like month or seasons for like traffic in the store?
Okay, well, normally starting in January, February, March, April, May, probably our busiest seasons, and it has always pretty much been the wedding time, May, June, July. But now, I mean, the trend is like October, November, even December.
Yeah.
The weddings are huge. So it's kind of flipping a little bit.
Isn't that crazy?
It's crazy, but it's awesome too. So we're still busy in those other seasons. But now with the fall weddings, it's great.
Here it comes.
Yeah.
Here it comes.
Yes.
Okay, well, I guess what made you want to get into the wedding industry and start, helping brides find their perfect dress?
Well, I've been in retail for a long time, when I was young, and did a few other things in between, but my kids were getting a little older, and I was like, I really want to do something my girls can be involved with me. We're a really, really close family. So both my girls work here. My other daughter runs the prom store.
Yes.
Callie runs this store.
Very
cool. And then my daughter-in-law, I have one son, and his wife does all of our books and takes care of everything. So it's truly a family-owned and operated business. So I knew I wanted to do that, and the girls have just grown up in the store, and grandkids have grown up here.
Absolutely.
And been raised in the back. And
this has been your whole life, basically, then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
That is so cool. What is your favorite part of helping brides out?
Well, so I do bridesmaids.
Okay.
So I love just doing that, like the friends, because the brides come in and they're nervous about finding their dress, and it's good for the bridal consultants, where I kind of get to do the fun part. Like they come in, they're not stressed anymore, right? Because they found their dress and they're just ready to shop for bridesmaids. And the bridesmaids are always, they're fun, they're excited.
Yes.
So I get to do that. The more
chill.
fun, right? Where they come in here with bridal, they're ready to like buy, and they're having fun, but they're nervous. So yeah,
Absolutely.
I do bridesmaids.
That sounds like a party. So tell me a little bit more about, I guess, the bridal experience. Let's say that I'm a bride and I filled out y'all's little information form, so you kind of have an idea of what I'm interested in. Let's say I show up for my appointment, I walk in the door. What happens next?
Well, of course, we introduce ourselves and introduce you to your consultant. We kind of orientate them, where everything is in the store. And then from there, they meet with their consultant. They'll come into one of the bridal suites. We have 4 bridal suites. And the consultant, interviews them. They've already filled out an interview, but they, get a little more personal with them.
Okay.
Kind of find out what they're interested in, and they show them pictures usually. And then the consultant will go out with them, and she will pick several different silhouettes, and then bring it back into the room.
Very
and then
cool.
they'll try on, and usually they're like, oh yeah, well, I know I don't like this, or I love this.
Right.
And then we just kind of concentrate on that. And usually the it's usually the dress that they say, "Oh, I don't want. I don't want."
I was going to ask that.
Yeah, I want sleeves. I want this. I want that, and they end up getting something totally opposite. So
Yeah.
you never know. That's why you really need to come in and shop and
Absolutely.
get that personal one-on-one experience.
Absolutely. The picture you see on Pinterest may be, beautiful,
Yep.
but then you
Yep.
see another
Yep.
gown on yourself and it changes everything. What would you say is like right now the biggest like trend that you're seeing in wedding gowns?
Well, there's things that the boho is still in.
Yes.
And no spoiler on this, but with Yellowstone being so
Yes.
popular
Oh,
and
yes.
that,
Love that
trend,
show.
that look, I think it's just going to be even bigger.
I agree.
And the traditional, ball gown will never go out. It's still. And then the fit and flares are still. It just depends on that girl's personality.
Yeah.
I mean, and sometimes when they're in here, you can look at them and they've tried on a couple of things, and you already know. You're like, oh, I already know her. I know exactly.
You can
what to
kind of
pull.
categorize the bride.
Yep.
That's so funny. Are you seeing any trends as far as bridesmaid dresses? Like, what colors are people leaning toward now? Are you seeing any kind of...
So recently I've had multiple brides come in and they want black bridesmaid dresses, which is my absolute favorite because black is timeless, obviously, and everybody looks good. I mean, it's everybody's color.
It is.
It is slimming. So all the bridesmaids are like, yes, we get black because everybody loves black.
Yes.
So so that's interesting that it's a black, black is trending.
That is interesting.
Which is really cool.
You've heard about like black wedding cakes are trending. Like,
Well, the black
Right.
wedding gowns are, we get lots of questions.
I know, that's
That
funny.
is so interesting to
Oh,
me.
I love it. I'm
So
glad.
exciting.
It makes it really like a black tie event.
It really does.
elevates your wedding when your bridesmaids are all in black and your husband's in black tux and like crisp ivory shirt. And
Yes.
So, I think that's what they're wanting is just to bring it to that level. And the pictures are fabulous.
I
so.
can imagine. And you can honestly, like with most black dresses, you can wear them like later. It's not like a trendy like color that's
right.
going to go out of style.
Right,
you can even
exactly.
wear it out like to a formal event.
You can't
Yeah,
ever have too many
I know.
black dresses.
I
And
agree.
you cannot go
You
wrong
can
with
cut it
black.
off later and wear it to somebody else's wedding.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you see more like matchy bridesmaids, or are we still seeing the thing where they like to do kind of the same tone and a different dress? Like, what do you usually see?
So honestly, 9 times out of 10, and I always ask the bride before she comes in for her appointment, either almost always our bride that they have bought before, because we do a discount. We do a 10% discount for each girl that has, if the bride bought from us,
Okay, cool.
they get 10% off. And so, I mean, almost always they buy their stuff through us, of course. Even some that aren't our brides will come in. But I'll always kind of interview them over the phone, and I'll ask them, are we doing the same dress, same color, same dress, different color, same dress. And it's always same color, different dress. Very rarely, there's a few, there for a little while, it was a different tone for each dress. And that is hard.
Right. No, I can
because
imagine.
it's totally hard. I mean,
It
that's a
could
whole
look-
other situation.
It could look crazy up there if you're not careful.
Correct.
that's
It's
what-
just too busy, and I always remind my brides, I'm like, look, if you want, whatever color you're doing, you have to be careful, because then when you're sitting and you're watching them get married, you're not looking at her. You're looking at all of the colors, or, if a girl has long sleeve, but this girl has strapless, because your eye is just too busy looking at them that you're not concentrating on her. And I'm always like, so look, these colors will look good, but let's try to get some type of flow, because if not, the camera, when you're taking pictures, when you look back at your pictures, and when you're naturally sitting there, you're looking at what's going on versus her.
That's what they were saying.
And then they're
You don't
like,
want
oh
that.
my gosh, I totally didn't think that. I'm like, yes, girl.
Yeah, 2018, they were saying that was the year of the bridesmaid and not the bride, because everybody was doing all those different
That's such a
styles.
funny way
And
to put
that's-
it, but you're so right.
I know.
Yeah,
and
it's crazy.
that's
And I've been at
pretty
weddings
much
like
gone
that
away.
where I'm like,
Pretty much. I
distracted.
every once in a while I
And they're
still
like,
will,
oh my gosh,
but
so-and-so has that dress. I have that dress. I got that from Dillard's last week. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it just didn't work. Yeah, it's about the bride.
I agree.
And it should be always. Yeah.
I agree. And I love that you can still pick different dresses for the bride, and sticking with the same color, still kind of gives you that idea, and it gives the bridesmaids the variation of like body shapes and everything to pick something that they're comfortable with.
Absolutely. And that's what I want to do, is I want to make sure that every bride, feels her best and looks her best. And so, I could kind of be the, I don't know, bad guy necessarily, but the bride will come to me and say, look, I can't tell my girls, I'm afraid to tell my girls, I do not want them in strapless. I do not want them to have a slit. I don't want them to have this or that. And so, so when, she'll pull me aside, and then I'm like, okay, guys, so let's stay away from strapless. Let's try to do this. And if they do it, I kind of discourage. And then they're like, oh my gosh, that's so true. So I'm like, well, this is so much more flattering on you. And then they're like, oh my gosh, that's true. So I can always, help the bride out, because she doesn't. I mean, most brides do not want to tell their bridesmaids.
Of course. Yeah, you don't want to be a bridezilla.
So then I can always step in, and if there's ever an issue, because, I'll suggest, and then the bride's happy, the girls are happy, and then we're good. So
you're a mediator. Love it.
Yeah. That's right.
Well, what would you say sets Georgios Experience apart from the rest?
Well, I think definitely our customer service. It's just, most of our girls come from Dallas, Austin, Houston, and San Antonio. They would tell us they've been to every store in the Dallas, Austin area, and they'll come in our store and they're like, this is unbelievable. And they may not even be able to find a dress there. They'll come here, and in the second or third dress, they're like, this is unbelievable. I found 3 or 4 dresses, or that I can't decide upon.
Absolutely.
And so, it's, and then of course they almost always say yes.
Yes.
And I think just, again, my staff has been here a long time. Most of my staff's been with me for years. And having my girls and my family here, it's just different. They just feel comfortable. They don't feel stressed or pressed, for us to make that sale. They just naturally will say yes.
Right. Y'all are like a big family here.
We are. And the store's beautiful, like you said, and it's inviting, and the girls, they just feel comfortable. So,
and your selection is,
and our selection is
gosh,
awesome. It's
amazing.
We carry. We're exclusive in Central Texas for a lot of the designers that we carry and the dresses that we carry. So, helps too. But yeah, I think it's just the experience, the whole experience, all of it.
Yes, it is definitely unlike any other bridal shop I've been at.
Oh, yeah. Great.
Well, thank you both so much for talking with me and letting us explore your shop. It has been a pleasure.
Well, thank you for coming and seeing us.
And how can our followers get in touch with you guys? What's your website and your handles?
Yeah, so our website is georgiosbridalsalon.com.
Okay.
And you can request an appointment on there. That is how we always encourage, is to request an appointment. So we have all the information that we need from them. And then, of course, Instagram, we're Georgios Bridal.
Okay.
Facebook, Georgios Bridal. So yeah, but
awesome.
And so on our website, it shows everything that we carry, every designer that we carry, what we carry. It shows, options. We have different appointment options. We do a really cool appointment. It's called VIB.
Okay.
So what that is, it's a specialty appointment. It is a fee up front, and that fee that you pay up front will go towards the purchase of your dress if you end up saying yes. And that comes with goodies, and it comes with drinks, and it's a lot of fun. So it's specialty.
I love that.
So there's that option, and they just have a bunch of options. There's different appointment types they can choose, and then so on the website it's going to show everything, give all that information.
Okay.
So yeah,
GeorgiosBridalSalon.com.
Correct.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you guys.
Thank
you.